things happen for them, in part with his legs. Lane Thomas.
Well, Boog, you know I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it. And if he does, I think even you are going to be really impressed because he can really impact the game with his wheels, and you like guys that can score. He's definitely able to do that.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And in one hops the wall. Here's Jose Ramirez. Homered last night, added another hit as well. He was late there, strike one.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big two-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3. So one hit is all they get. The Twins coming up, no score. Bottom of the first. Now it's going to be Willie Castro.
The second baseman, Willie Castro.
Castro starting up the middle at second. 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Towards first, Manzardo takes it himself. One up, one down. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup, hitters who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, it can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swingers come up, you can cash in with some runs that are plated.
Tosses to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
The third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. That misses. Ball 1. There's the strike of the knees.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that is that. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, David Fry. Festa back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-1. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days.
Oh, that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Brian Rocchio. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fry on second. Manzardo at first with no outs. And that is out of play. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
The catcher.
He really needs to start making more contact.
Naylor.
Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. There's Lane Thomas now.
Number 8, Lane Thomas.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Looked like it was a little bit up. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Out to short, Correa. 3rd out.
He's out.
So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ripped on the ground to second. Gets it to first. That takes care of Buxton.
Batting 5th, the right fielder,
Matt Wallner, the next twin up to him. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Batting 6th.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Ryan Jeffers in the box now. No balls and a strike. To the right side. He'll do it himself. And the Twins go 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 3rd inning. Here's a speed threat, number 15. Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1.
You know, these Guardians definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And that gets down into the gap.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan, doubled his first time up. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Brennan around third. He'll score easily.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
0-1.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
David Fry getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Foul ball there. Man on second, 2 down. Gets him to chase after that one.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate. You got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Chases that one out of the zone. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Guardians 1 and the Twins 0. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for the Twins, Jonah Bride. That catches the corner.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
There's a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
That one misses, and the count is 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. 1 out, base is empty. Ripped on a line to center. Brennan makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting 9, the designated hitter,
Harrison Bader, the next to hit. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. on the ground. And that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
To first, and Bader is out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and it remains 1-0. And we're back as we go to the top of the fourth. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count.
Bangs another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Oh, and 2 now. Breaking ball misses down and away. Headed towards the corner. Larnach makes his way towards it, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And now the catcher comes up to him. Bo Naylor struck out swinging his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Thomas now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Naylor stands at second with 2 gone. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. 1 left for the Guardians, but they still lead it 1-0. Back in Minnesota, bottom of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Willie Castro. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now Correa up to hit. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Check swing, called strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-2. That one down the line, and it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Full extension, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Buxton in the box now. Takes strike one.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And the slider just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him swinging on the curveball. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
2 strikes.
That one to first. Manzardo steps on the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Twins strand a pair. They trail here 1-0. Back at target field, and stepping in is the speedy number 15. Festa back to work. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Outside low, 1-0.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swings and lines one towards the gap. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, designated hitter Jose Ramirez.
2 on, 1 out. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have
high in the air out to right. Walner under it. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. To the plate. Save. And they take a 2-run lead.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. David Festa won't go any further, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Michael Tompkins. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Fry up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Activity in the bullpen. Justin Topa warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Kwan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that is that. Run a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Smoked on the ground a second. Slings to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jonah Bride.
Jonah Bride, the next Twin up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Clips the corner, 0-1.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Williams ready to fire now. And downstairs. The Guardians up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Larnach in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there. And that ball is out of here. He nails 1 out to right. Home run number 5 on the season, and we're all square. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big time swing, and we're all tied up. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
At the plate, Harrison Bader. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 1-1.
That's ball 2. 2-1.
And that one fouled off. And it remains 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
And that one finds its way through, and that keeps the inning going. And here comes Carlos Correa. 1 for 2. On the ground to third, and foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Castro leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Gonna count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today, but 2 come across to score. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6, and here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Yohan Duran up and throwing. Coulombe getting cranked up as well. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Backed off the plate that time. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
The batter number 2.
Here's the second baseman, Brian Rocchio. 0-2 in this one. And a slider misses down and away. Chopper right side. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out. Butt down, and that ends the inning. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked to 2 apiece. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Royce Lewis. And a ground ball to first. He takes it on his own, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here's Byron Buxton. And he can't come up with it.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here comes the 0-1. Fastball is outside. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's the catcher,
now
Ryan Jeffers. He's grounded out a couple of times. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Here's Buxton to score. It's 3-2.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, That's one of those swings where...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes, and they add on. It's 5-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Trevor Larned. He's already homered in this game. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen.
Pitching for
Tim
the
Herron on a pitch out of the pen here.
Number 29.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's 5-2. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on The Show, Ohio.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Twins.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Yohan Duran.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Thomas at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. That one at triple digits. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Duran, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And a swing and a miss.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the controlled command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. There's a strike. Aaron, in his 2nd season, he throws a slurve, a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
Nope.
Just missed.
1-1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 3. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Castro stands in now and watches strike 1. And that misses. And 1-1. Bader gets his lead at first with nobody out. On the ground to third. 1 at second. Out. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
4.
Here's Carlos Correa. 1 for 3.
Correa.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 8th inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Justin Topa.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's good.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The 0-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
The third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, David Fry. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Man at first, 1 away. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch downstairs, and now 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Bounding ball here. Rolls foul. Swung on, belted. Into the corner, but foul. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Back up the, oh, that got him. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
So they turn to their closer, Griffin Jacks.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Number 43, John Noel.
In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Kwan, the runner at third. Fry at second with 2 gone. Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. Guardians. So coming into the game now on defense, Daniel Schneeman. He'll play second. And now here is Byron Buxton.
Daniel Schneeman.
Herron back to work. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Man at first. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Fastball is outside. And that is downstairs. 2 balls, no strikes.
No strike.
Grounded to third, could be 2. Fry tossed to second, relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And a foul ball. Just off the inside edge. And that one clips the corner.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
On the ground right side. And that is that. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Through 8 full. Back in Minnesota. And the batter now, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor.
Late with the swing there.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Next offering way off the plate. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's Lane Thomas. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians. Gabriel Arias. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a swing and a miss.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer for Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So they're down to their final out. Number 15 digs in for the Guardians. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And it's 0-2. The Guardians down to their final strike. In the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. In time, ball game. And the strikeout ends it.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Minnesota Twins. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Chris Paddock. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Ready to go now, and now the DH, number 15. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And he lays down a bunt. Clemens not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Here's the center fielder, Will Brennan.
1-0.
In the dirt. Paddock, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015. Fastball for a strike, and the count 1-1. Nobody out, runner at first. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw there. Safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Will Brennan.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
That one fouled off. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. That to right. Larnach makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swings through that one for strike one.
Oh, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out, pepper in the zone, arm is loose, and firing him in there.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Comes through with the RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And up next for Cleveland, David Fry. 2 for 7 in the series so far. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Ramirez off of first with 2 away. There's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throws it away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors. Bottom of the first. Now, Willie Castro. That one's in there. That's strike one. Finds its way through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there.
Shortstop.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And here comes Carlos Correa. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Slap the other way, foul. In the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Castro into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it across to first. That takes care of Correa. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Byron Buxton.
And Boog, he's a big-time run producer for these guys, man. Leading the team in homers, runs batted in, doing damage on the regular, man. Making opposing pitchers just sweat out there. It's kind of fun to watch. Get ready for a show when he steps into the box.
There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strike.
Sets him down looking. Flip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Here's Byron Buxton. Sliced hard but foul. The pitch. Breaking ball misses down and away. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs. That's down and in. Brian Jeffers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Fry collects, fires to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. 1 left for Minnesota. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo.
Paddock back to work. That one way outside, and it's 1-0. Missed inside with the curve. And
Three
that's
balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
That one misses.
Low.
So a
Ball
leadoff
4.
walk.
Take your base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Noel.
So in now for Cleveland, Jhonkensy Noel. That misses off the outside edge. Yeah, that's fouled off. So now 1-2.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
The 1-2. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
Batting it.
Here's
The
Brian
shortstop,
Rocchio.
Brian
And Cleveland on
Rocchio.
top 1-0. And that is cut on and missed. And that is
No
strike
ball,
1.
1 strike.
And
One
that
ball,
one moves
one
his
strike.
feet. Manzardo leads off first with 1 away. And there's a foul ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. To short, could be 2. Flips it. There's 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
But baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
2 outs. In the air to left center. Bader racing after it. Pulls it in on the run. And that'll do it. Guardians lead 1. They lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
Bottom of the
Twins,
second.
the
And now the
catcher,
Twins catcher,
Brian
Brian Jeffers.
Jeffers.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Trevor Larnach, the next to hit, takes outside. Larnach matched a homer in his last game. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Rocchio sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Twins retired in short order. They're down 1-0. Back at Target Field, top half of the third inning. Now it's the Guardians DH, number 15. Bunt attempt, popped up. Not in time. He bunts his way aboard to lead off the frame. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
And now Will Brennan. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Singy, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those guys.
Comes up empty.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Just missing there. The count now 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
On its way to the corner. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Breaking ball inside. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Up the middle. On to France. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Kwan swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Fouled off left side. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's 2 down. Here's Jose Ramirez.
The third
RBI
baseman,
single
Jose
his last time up. That's outside. Ball 1. And another ball.
That's a ball.
Runner at third, 2 away. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Runner at first with 2 away. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw. Save. Ramirez on at second with 2 down. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
Ball 3.
In the dirt, blocked. Kyle Manzardo on deck for the Guardians. Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. Lewis throws to first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts the bottom of the third with a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
The second baseman.
And next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Schneemann whips it to first. 1 gone, bottom of the third inning.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the lineup. This is Willie Castro. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Ripped to short. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit.
Shortstop.
Saying you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. To third, Ramirez. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Guardians 2 and the Twins 1. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Swing and a miss. That's strike two. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. John Kenzie Noel digs in for the Guardians. He's 0 for 1. In the air, right field. Larnach sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. On the ground, right side. Clemens handles, throws to first. Out number 3. Offense held in check there to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's back in Minnesota, ready to go, bottom 4. And now for the Twins, Royce Lewis. In there at the knees for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
There's a strike. Stays alive. This one popped up. Manzardo. And there's one down.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron.
And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and just foul. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One out, bases empty. That one in the dirt. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Late swing, fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
The right fielder, number 9,
Trevor Larnach.
Trevor Larnach.
Larnach, 28 years old. Usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. On the ground to first. And that one handled on the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 2-1. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Brock Stewart.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Schneemann, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Pitch misses there. 1-1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Cole Sands getting ready to go. Right through there for a strike. Got him. And one out now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now it's the DH. He's 2 for 2. Strike one. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
He's got it, and that is out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 2 and the Twins 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Means back to work. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So here's Bader now. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Fought off foul. Inside, just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. France on at first, nobody out.
That's the ball.
Squirts away a little bit, and the runner stays where he is.
That's the ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Clemens in the box now. Takes strike 1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Ball. 1-1.
No outs. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
2 strike.
Outside corner, got him looking. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Willie Castro. A switch hitter batting right. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And that is out of play. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Manzardo to second, back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. Back at Target Field, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Stephen Kwan. That's a little bit low. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Cole Sands warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Coulomb also getting ready. Fouled off. He was late. Headed towards the corner. Nabs it, and there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
And now, Jose Ramirez. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And a foul ball. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%. Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
2 outs, base is empty. David Fry now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first offering is not close. One of the things that Jim Leyland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Slapped foul. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2, 3, 4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Guardians 2 and the Twins. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Correa.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Cade Smith.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And a swing and a miss there.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is down low. On the ground, right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. This one popped up. Schneemann pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Here's Royce Lewis. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Lewis.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. The Guardians leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And here is Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss.
1 strike.
Late swing fouled off. Lewis leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball still 0-2. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Jeffers in the box now, takes strike 1. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 on, 1 out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning. And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Next to hit, Trevor Larnach. Little chopper rolls foul. Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first, and that is that. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 minutes. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Coulombe.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Manzardo at the plate and takes high there. Swings through that.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering is downstairs.
2-2.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile.
Up next for Cleveland, the right fielder, John Kemp Moran.
Swing and a miss
0-1.
as he was out front that time. Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
0-2.
Bases empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him. Coming out of the bullpen throwing beans.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, Clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Rocchio stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Way inside. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, Ty France.
First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
High chopper to third. Ramirez throws across the diamond, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. And now Bader up to the plate. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom of the seventh. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him! And there's two away. Now it's the second baseman, Cody Clemens. That one catches the corner for a strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Yohan Duran.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Schneeman now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
0-2.
The 0-2. And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one at triple digits.
0-1.
Bunting for a hit. Has to barehand it. Not in time. He's safe. Runner on at first with one gone. Will Brennan will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Tag out at second.
They were right on top of it. They guessed right on the first pitch out. Tells me they had some good data or scouting report. Maybe it's just a feeling, but either way, perfect execution, great throw and tag, and they erased that runner at first.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. The 1-2. In the air, left side. Bader should have it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro. Smith back to work. And a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's out to center field. Brennan makes the grab. 1 down. Here's Carlos Correa. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to the left. In the dirt. Nice pick.
Good stretch there to make the play.
Now
it looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Right through there for a strike. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swinging a foul out of play. Here's a 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for the Twins.
Pitching for
Cole
the Twins.
Sands on to pitch here.
Well, he's had trouble at times keeping the ball in the park this season. Something to keep in mind here.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And another ball. Next offering upstairs. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. There's the strike. They're now 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jose Ramirez. And a strike in there.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Swing and a pop-up. Correa is there. 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher.
And here's the catcher, David Fry. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Substitution being made at first. And here's the pinch runner, Lane Thomas.
Lane Thomas.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight 1-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Hard hit left side. Whips it across, and that's an out. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. On to the bottom of inning number 9. And we're back. Last chance for the home team. Here's the center. Emmanuel Clase comes on trying to close it out.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handers.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He sends it into the second deck. His 11th of the year, and we're starting over. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
Not even close there. And it's a ball and a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
0-1. And that's fouled off. 0-2 now. That's to third. Slings to first in time. Ty France getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. That clips the corner.
He was looking for some firewood right there. I tell you what, if you're not out in front, swing at that pitch, you'll be looking for a new bat.
And now 1-2. Hard hit right side. He steps on the bag. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. Twins get one on this homer, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. This is Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio.
Pitching for the
Back
Twins.
now, and on the mound, the closer,
22.
Griffin Jacks.
Griffin.
On for his 20th appearance of the year. And now the right fielder. Kenzie Noel, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a swing and a miss.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Just missed.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button. Try to get some more runs and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Inside. And it's 2-1. Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Brian Rocchio digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And there's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
Well, we talk about throwing the hands, but not the bat, man. You want to hold on to that thing, and you can see his teammates over there. If he doesn't come through with the knock, he's going to get some business when he goes back to the dugout.
Misses, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man at second. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Schneemann swings through it for strike 1. Two down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And he strikes out the... Back in Minnesota, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Harrison Bader. That's in for a strike. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Thomas brings it in. And there's one away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Clemens in the box now. Takes strike 1. Next pitch is outside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering is in for a strike. Called out on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
And next is the designated hitter, Willie Castro. First pitch, not close. Fastball for a strike. Winning run stands at second. This to third, Ramirez. Slings it across, and we're headed to the 11th. One left for Minnesota, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back at target field, and now the DH, number 15.
Leading off for the Guardians, The designated hitter, Chandler
Jacks back to work.
Simpson.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And it's strike two. Next pitch, not close, up high.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. Check swing, and he went. 2 balls and a strike. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Center field. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Here comes Lane Thomas. Getting his first plate appearance here in extra innings. He entered the game as a pinch runner. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at third, here in extra innings. Swings and misses.
1-1.
Strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Carlos Correa. There's a strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Man at second. Tapped in front of the plate. In plenty of time to first, and Correa retired. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. Outfield playing pretty shallow.
1 ball.
And a
No
pitch
strike.
out, but nothing going on. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. They try another pitch out. And fouled off. 1 down, and the winning run at third. Popped up first base side. Schneemann. And there's 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing, called strike. Winning run at third, 2 down. Runners breaking for the plate. Popped up, and that's foul. Swings and misses, struck him out. Twins wind up stranding 1. Score remains 2-2.
Now pitching for the
On the
Twins,
mound now for the Twins, Justin
number
Topa.
48.
Left-handed batter at the plate,
Justin.
and he's been excellent in those
Topa.
matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Jose Ramirez. And that one fouled off. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1. Man at second. And a count 1-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Outside with a breaking ball.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6.
That hit him.
First base is yours.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for Cleveland, the catcher,
Go ahead run on
David
base. And
Fry.
next is the Guardians catcher, David Fry. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. On the ground, could be 2. And he'll pull into second safely.
No, this has been a good, tight game so far, but now that error looms pretty large. I got to think that's going to weigh on him for a little while, unless somehow they can come back and win this thing.
So up next, Kyle Manzardo. Golden opportunity right here. And he swings through that one.
Don't be surprised
One
to ball
strike.
on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Simeon Woods Richardson warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Tonkin also throwing. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended
The battle,
slump,
the
one
right
that
fielder,
lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
It's been a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, and 2 groundouts. Foul ball there.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Out to short, Correa. On to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. And now we'll see. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers. inside corner, and that's called a strike.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Drilled out towards left center field. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Trevor Larnach. 0 for 4 with 3 groundouts and a strikeout. Late swing, foul to the left.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
With the winning run at the plate, the home team trying to pull it out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one chopped to first. Manzardo takes it himself, and they're down to their last out. So up next for Minnesota, Ty France. Trying to deliver as the hero. On the ground. Throw to first, ball game. And the Guardians finally put an end to this one in 12.
Well, when you go on a road trip, you're looking to play 500 or better. And the only way you do that is when you scratch and claw and you grind out. And they did that in this one. 12-inning win on the road. Very impressive. Players are going to come into the clubhouse for the next game. They're going to be pretty encouraged about how they pulled for each other.
3-2 the final score. A 1-run extra.